the Let's Master English podcast, and I'm your host, Coach Shane. Hello, everybody. Coach Shane here. You're listening to the Let's Master English podcast, number 123, publication date June 2nd, 2025. I apologize if you're listening on a podcasting platform. Last week's 122 podcast, I was prepared. I actually published it in our community on, on Monday, but I forgot to hit the live button, the publish button, the broadcast button on my podcast platform, so it didn't go out until Wednesday. I'm sorry. But hopefully this one will be programmed to go out on time. How you doing? It's always great to be back. I am recording this podcast a few days early because I will be out of town at the end of May until the very beginning of June. So I wanted to make sure that this podcast gets done. So I have all your request songs. I have the news. I have your recordings for this speaking challenge. It is going to be a fantastic podcast. The news stories are a bit more entertaining. So without any further ado, if you're a member, we're going to kick it off with some cool tunes. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch with Good Vibrations. I was just in Boston last Monday, and Marky Mark is from Boston, so Boston vibes. And, if you're not a member, what's your problem? Send an email, contact@letsmasterenglish.com, and ask to be a member of the Let's Master English podcast. Get the scripts and everything, and the music too. Marky Mark, take it away. A new TikTok trend dubbed the Chromebook Challenge has students inserting metal objects into their school-issued laptops' USB ports, causing them to short-circuit and, in some cases, catch fire. The prank aims to prompt class evacuations or gain online attention. As of mid-May, over 200 incidents have been reported in Colorado alone, with additional cases in Massachusetts and Maryland. In New York City's West Village, a stylishly dressed woman attacked a man after he inadvertently photographed her while taking social media pictures. The woman punched the 36-year-old victim and then stabbed him in the back with a pair of scissors before fleeing the scene. The NYPD is seeking the public's help in identifying the suspect. And finally, Melbourne, Australia's infamous graffiti tagger known as Pam the Bird has been apprehended after a prolific spree of tagging cartoon birds across the city, including on heritage-listed sites. Well, that's not cool. You know graffiti, right? Graffiti, Graffiti, street art, gangsters. But not only gangsters, there's some very talented graffiti artists out there. I like graffiti. I think it's kind of cool, but you can't just put it anywhere. Don't put it on my house. Don't put it on my car, right? Don't put it on a regular building. There are places, I think, that look good with graffiti, but not on like a historical building. Are you crazy? That's just stupid. Anyway, let's go back to the very first story. You guys know TikTok? Yeah. Did you know that there's a TikTok that most of the world sees and a TikTok in China that's actually different? Did you know that? Yeah. I actually use both of the TikToks, and they're quite different and a little bit unfortunate. I'm not so sure about the TikTok in China. It's called Douyin, something like that. But the TikTok in America has these stupid things. And this is one of the stupid things. Kids doing stupid stuff. And kids always do stupid stuff, right? We know that. Kids, maybe you did when you were a kid. We just did stupid stuff. But with social media, one kid in New York City who does something stupid, well, now some kid in the country sees it and he does the same thing. And now you got stupid kids all over the world doing stupid stuff because some stupid idiot. Sorry. A new TikTok trend, something that is very popular on TikTok these days, dubbed, in other words, called, the name of this trend is what? The Chromebook Challenge. Do you know what a Chromebook is? It's a notebook computer made by Google. So it's a Google notebook laptop computer. And this is called the Google Laptop Challenge, the Chromebook Challenge. So what is the challenge? Well, it has students inserting metal objects into their school-issued laptops' USB ports. So on your laptop, on your computer, there's that little area where you can plug in something, a USB port, USB, right? Well, kids are taking something metal, I don't know, whatever metal, maybe a screwdriver, I have no idea, a knife, and they're putting it into the USB port. Why are they doing this? Well, I'll explain. Causing the computers to short circuit and in some cases catch fire. That's why. They're trying to make their computers start on fire. So it's stupid. See, it's stupid. The prank, the joke, wants to prompt class evacuations. So there's two reasons they're doing this. Number one is so that if a computer starts on fire, then, the school shuts down. All the children have to leave the school, and the fire department has to come, and it's just fun. Stupid. Or the other reason is simply to gain online attention, to be that cool kid. Yeah, man, I did it. Oh, yeah, I had a Chromebook, and I put in some metal, and my computer was on fire. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I burned my computer, man. I'm so cool. Nobody would really do this, right? Listen to this. As of mid-May, and right now it's the beginning of June, so a couple weeks ago, over 200 incidents, 200 kids did this, have been reported in Colorado alone. Colorado is one of America's 50 states. In one state alone, there were over 200 incidents, with additional incidents in Massachusetts, another state, and Maryland, another state. Stupidity. I have two boys, Mikey and Jimmy. I would assume at this point, by judging their personality, Mikey would not do this. I don't think Jimmy would either, but if one of them, if I had to choose which one might do this, it would be Jimmy. I would think. I'm not sure. All right, second story. In New York City's West Village. So New York City, it's a big town, and they got different, areas, different neighborhoods. And one of the neighborhoods is called West Village. A stylishly dressed woman, like a model, like dressed really nice, right? Attacked a man, wow, after he, what? Photographed her. But wait. Not just photographed her. Inadvertently photographed her. Yes, the guy was taking a picture, and the woman was right in the middle of the picture. But the guy was not taking a picture of her. He was taking a picture of the building behind her, and she just happened to be in the middle of the picture. Okay, do you understand? So a stylishly dressed woman attacked a man after he inadvertently photographed her while taking social media pictures. He was just taking pictures, but she was in there by chance. The woman punched with her fist the 36-year-old victim and then stabbed him in the back with a pair of scissors. Oh my God, before fleeing the scene. He's not dead, but he's in pain. And she ran away. She fled the scene. She escaped. The NYPD, the New York Police Department, is seeking the public's help in identifying the suspect. They can't find her yet. I hope they find her. Jeez. Now, I understand, you might not want your picture taken. I understand, but nowadays, what can you do? Everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's taking pictures. I mean, people take pictures of their food at a restaurant, right? And you might get in that picture. But the scary thing is when they do that, they have like on Facebook, they can identify you and link you to that food, link you to that picture, link you to that person. And you see that and you're like, who's this? You don't know this person. Yeah, what are you going to do? I don't think there's much you can do. I mean, you can get angry. Stop taking pictures of me. But in this case, the guy was not taking pictures of the woman. He's taking pictures of something else. Poor guy. I hope he's okay. I hope they find the woman, and I hope she goes to jail. All right, the final story. Melbourne, Australia, down under. Oh, I like me some icy dicey. Shrimp on the barbie. G'day, mate. Sorry, that's my Australian English. Melbourne's infamous. I like this word. Infamous is famous in a bad way. So if you hear Coach Shane is infamous, Coach Shane is famous in a bad way. I'm not infamous. I'm not famous. I'm just an English teacher. Melbourne's infamous graffiti tagger. Graffiti artist. Graffiti is that, spray paint wall, gangster paint, your name or something like that. Melbourne's infamous graffiti tagger known as Pam the Bird. So I would assume that this person's a woman because Pam is a girl's name. And the reason she's called the Bird is because, assuming it's a she does graffiti way high up in the air. She uses like ropes and cables, and then she climbs up the wall like that, and then she spray paints stuff like impossible places, right? But that's where she does graffiti, so they call her Pam the Bird. She flies. Anyway, this famous, or rather infamous graffiti artist has been apprehended, meaning arrested, after a prolific spree, a very huge spree. Spree means doing something, doing a lot of something. What was she doing a lot of? Tagging cartoon birds across the city. Painting cartoon birds across the city. And now this is the problem. I think it's kind of cool, painting cartoon birds. That's interesting. But the problem was including on heritage-listed sites. Heritage-listed sites means, like historical buildings, things like that. A historical church, or maybe, the government building or something like that. Yeah, that's not cool. That's dumb. It makes Pam famous to naughty boys, but infamous to the public. What do you think of graffiti? Like I said, I don't mind it in the right place. Not on my house. Not on my vehicles. No. But maybe, I don't know. There's lots of places that look good with graffiti. Don't you agree? Train cars. Yeah. All right, we got some great music coming up. We've got a request songs. Once again, so many request songs. The Blue Hearts, Japanese punk band with Linda. This is a cool song. And we got B.O.B. Actually, it's Jessie J featuring B.O.B. with a song called Price Tag. Everybody's got a price. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Enjoy it. But first, the news stories one more time. A new TikTok trend dubbed the Chromebook Challenge has students inserting metal objects into their school-issued laptops' USB ports, causing them to short-circuit and, in some cases, catch fire. The prank aims to prompt class evacuations or gain online attention. As of mid-May, over 200 incidents have been reported in Colorado alone, with additional cases in Massachusetts and Maryland. In New York City's West Village, a stylishly dressed woman attacked a man after he inadvertently photographed her while taking social media pictures. The woman punched the 36-year-old victim and then stabbed him in the back with a pair of scissors before fleeing the scene. The NYPD is seeking the public's help in identifying the suspect. And finally, Melbourne's infamous graffiti tagger known as Pam the Bird has been apprehended after a prolific spree of tagging cartoon birds across the city, including on heritage-listed sites.
Where education and entertainment come together. Let's master English. Do it.
How you doing, everybody? This is Country Shane, and I'm bringing you the facts. Hey, everybody, Country Shane here. Graffiti. Coach Shane says he likes it. I don't know. I'm a country boy. I don't like graffiti. Anyway, graffiti isn't new. Ancient Romans and Greeks scratched graffiti into walls thousands of years ago. Archaeologists have found messages about love, politics, and even jokes on the ruins of Pompeii, Italy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Country Shane, what, you don't like graffiti because you're a country boy? I'm a country boy. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm not surprised. Graffiti is not new. It sounds totally plausible to me. Actually, the word graffiti, I believe, comes from Italian, and I believe graffiti means to scratch, something like that. So it makes perfect sense what Country Shane said. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm an old guy now. When I was a teenager, I never did graffiti. I did do some silly, stupid stuff, including jam to this next song exactly the way the boys jam in this music video. So if you're a member, you can see the music video. Why aren't you a member? Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. All those news stories and the vocabulary, it's in there. You can get all that stuff. Become a member. Anyway, taking us to our next section, we got Wayne's World with Bohemian Rhapsody. Of course, it's actually Queen. Simple tips for mastering English. Once again, understanding and using idioms. I'm not huge on idioms. However, there obviously are some really common idioms that we use a lot and that I do recommend you get used to using. So I'm going to give you 3 idioms today. Hopefully you know them. I believe you probably already know them, but are you using them? So the challenge is this week, try to use them, okay? So idioms, if you don't know, are phrases where the meaning isn't clear. It's not obvious from the individual words. So, for example, break the ice. Break, okay, B-R-E-A-K, the ice, I-C-E. Break the ice means like if there's ice, you break it. But the idiom meaning is to start a conversation in a social setting, usually. To initiate a conversation, to break the ice. Another great one, to hit the sack, H-I-T, hit the sack, S-A-C-K. It actually means go to bed. And I think you know this one too. Under the weather. Under the weather means you're feeling sick. So once again, put these great idioms into your daily conversations, and you're going to sound like a native speaker for sure. But my challenge to you is this week, I want you to try and use at least one of those, if not all 3. Well, I hope you're not under the weather, but maybe somebody else is. All right, Redbones here. Come and get your love, baby. This week's weekly speaking challenge. Actually, last week we had something that makes me laugh, and oh my gosh, you guys shared some really funny things. Gian has a story about her puppy.
Whenever my puppy runs up to me after she poops or pees, I just can't help laughing. You'd understand if you saw it. She looks so happy and cute. It just makes me want to scoop her up.
So the questions were, what is it? What makes you laugh? Why is it funny to you? And how do you feel afterwards? And I'm going to include Evelyn's story about Kramer. Yes, if you know Kramer, if you're a DDM VIP member, you will know Kramer. Evelyn, take it away.
I can't help but laugh when I see Kramer, the hipster doofus with his absurd physique, chaotic strengths, and crazy topics. He is so irresistible. Yes, a simple entrance from Kramer in Jerry's flat always make me laugh.
So this week's theme, a memorable festival experience. It's June, right? Summer is basically here. And in the summer, there's lots of festivals. There's, we just had a Memorial Day holiday in America. There were lots of events. There's rock festivals and music festivals and, whatever, cultural festivals. So share a story about a festival or large event that you've attended. What was the event? Who did you go with? And what made it memorable? So for me, I think I would answer something like a concert I went to back in high school. I remember that. That was really cool. But I do have an example. And right now, by the way, everybody, this weekend in China is the Dragon Boat Festival. Do you know about that? It's kind of cool. So that's my example. So check this out. Last year, I went to a dragon boat race by the river with my friends. The teams were so fast and colorful. We ate sticky rice stuffed with pork and salted egg. It was delicious. And now I'm hungry. Keep your recording short. 10 seconds to 20 seconds is perfect. Seriously, work on being concise. Get your point out. Make it interesting. Make it easy to understand. And if it's interesting, easy to understand, and concise, then we will ask more questions. That's what we want to do. So if you're a member, contact@letsmasterenglish.com is the email address. If you're a member, record your answer and post it in our school community, and we'll share our experiences. Rob Bass and DJ Easy rock to have a conversation, to have actual communication, to build relationships, friendships, and partnerships. It takes two. It is June 2nd, the 153rd day of the year. There are 212 days left in 2025. Father's Day is coming up. Does it matter? It's June 15th. Important upcoming dates today. I see this and I think of Seinfeld. June 2nd is I love my dentist day. Aw, dentists. I don't think dentists receive much love, at least not in the United States. What about in your country? Do you guys love your dentist? Yeah. Me? No, I don't. I'm not an anti-dentite, but yeah. Tomorrow, June 3rd, and when I see this, I think of Queen. I think of Daniel Barbo. Daniel Barbo, are you even around? Do you still listen to me? We miss you so much. World Bicycle Day. Yeah, and that's an inside joke between Daniel Barbo and me. From Brazil, my brother from another mother. June 4th, Global Running Day. Gosh, I used to be a runner. I don't run anymore. I'm too fat. Anyway, June 5th is World Environment Day. That's cool. June 6th is Drive-In Movie Day. Do you know what a drive-in movie is? You know, you go to the movies, you sit in a theater. Well, a drive-in movie, you go to basically a large parking lot, and then you park your car, and in front of your car, there's a massive movie screen, and on your radio, there's a special channel on your radio you tune into, and you can watch the movie in your car. And if your car is really comfortable, it's great. You can, if you smoke, you smoke. You can drink, whatever. Do what you want in your car. Yeah, drive-in movies are cool. June 7th is National Donut Day. Do you like donuts? And June 8th is World Oceans Day. Good stuff. So to celebrate World Oceans Day, I've got some Blue October. I don't know if you like these guys, but I do. And I'm not emo, but I do like Blue October. Into the Ocean. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Is it your birthday or anniversary? You got a test or an interview, something coming up? Let me know. We want to wish you the best in this podcast. So I don't have any of your notes. Makes me kind of sad, but we do have some celebrity birthdays. June 2nd today, Dana Carvey. He's 70 years old. That Wayne's World, yeah, he's one of the guys. He's the guy driving is Dana Carvey, right? Yeah, the guy driving the car was Dana Carvey. He's 70 now. Oh, my God. June 3rd, Anderson Cooper. Cooper Pooper. He's 58, CNN. Anderson Cooper. Rafael Nadal is 39, tennis superstar. June 4th, Angelina Jolie, 50 years old. She's the, was it Brad Pitt and Rachel? They were a couple, and then Angelina Jolie broke that up. Yeah. Do you like Angelina Jolie? June 5th is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Mark Wahlberg kicked off with him. He's 54. Brian McKnight back at 1, fantastic singer. He's 56 on June 5th. On June 6th, do you know Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street? The actor, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. Robert Englund is 78. Bjorn Borg, another tennis superstar. What's up with the tennis guys and born in June? Bjorn Borg, 69 years old, 11 Grand Slam titles. Jason Isaacs is 62. You might not know him. Oh, yes, you do if you watched Harry Potter. That is Malfoy, the little boy, his father, Lucius Malfoy, the father of the turd. June 7th, Liam Neeson, 73. I love Liam Neeson. I'm going to open this can of Coca-Cola. It may explode. Be careful. Sorry, that's my impersonation of Liam Neeson. Everything is so serious. June 8th, Kanye West, 48 years old. Yeah, he's got a new album out, causing a little bit of controversy. So should we listen to it? No, I'm not going to play his latest song. But I do have Brian McKnight back at 1. And another request. You guys, the movie First Blood. Boy, that came out years ago. Do you know it? It's a great movie. I don't know how it stacks, to nowadays 2025 with all the fancy stuff. But I do recommend, if you have a chance, watch the movie First Blood. It's not really made for women. It is a guy movie, but ladies, you're more than welcome to watch it. It's fantastic. I know lots of women love it. Sylvester Stallone, First Blood. If you're a member, we're going to show you the video and you'll see scenes from the movie. The name of the song, It's a Long Road. Enjoy. Thank you so much for listening to the Let's Master English podcast. Again, this was number 123. If you're a member, music, script, everything is in our community. Contact at letsmasterenglish.com. I would love for you to study with me. We've got speaking classes for adults, listening classes for adults. We've got inexpensive options and expensive options. Depending on what you want, we have it for you. We are so into your success. So, yeah, we're someone you can trust. And you can try us for free, okay? www.letsmasterenglish.com. Start there, get some free stuff, and if you have any questions, we are here to help you. Taking Me Out. Oh, so this is a long song. So in our DDM community, we were talking about how songs were curated, especially a long time ago. So, for example, when a singer or a band made an album, each of the songs and the order of the songs was important. It kind of told a story. There was kind of a story within the album, okay? And that was really special because a long time ago when we listened to music, we didn't have a choice of skipping songs. One of my favorite, and I use this as an example, is Pink Floyd's The Wall. You got to listen to that album from the first song all the way through to the last song. It's just an amazing experience. Queen does this too, and we heard Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, the original, is quite a long song. And if you listen to Bohemian Rhapsody, there's actually different styles of music in there, right? So I've got a new singer that, my God, this kid is amazing. And he's got a song, his name is Youngblood, and he's got a song, Hello Heaven, Hello. And you're going to hear 3 different types of music in this song. It tells a story. It is a fantastic song. And if you like rock, like 80s rock, he takes us right back. But you got to wait like 4 minutes, three or 4 minutes before he gets into the rock version. But it's a fantastic song. And it's like in 3 different sections. So I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Yeah, Youngblood, I think the kid is onto something with his music. Doing a great job. All right, I will be back next week, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. And that's it. Together, let's master English.